Welcome to Coffee Hour, everyone. Grab your favorite cozy drink and settle in. So today I have a New York mug.
And I have Christina's mug.
You still use my mug.
It's pretty. It has all these little white flowers and then speckled blue ones. And she made it.
I did.
Of course, for her.
I'm happy that you like it. What are you drinking today?
Iced tea.
Iced tea. Nice. I'm
very, very, very brisk iced tea.
Good. I'm drinking water. But
there's water in my tea.
True. Post what you were drinking below. Okay, guys. Today we're going to dive into something that came up in our community that really struck a chord with me personally.
Well, we had a member share something so powerful. It was, my body feels constantly activated. And Christina, I know this one will hit home for you.
Well, it did.
Yes, it did.
It did.
I've heard you say that.
I know. And we've already done a daily release on the topic, which is why they brought that up again.
Right.
But when they said how much it resonated with them, I felt it in my body immediately.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That state of being on constant alert, holding tension like it's your job to stay vigilant 24/7. You know, and I've lived there.
Yeah.
And I know so many of you have too.
I think we've all had at least a period of time where we have. And this is such an important topic because when your body is constantly activated, you're essentially stuck in survival mode. Your nervous system thinks there's a threat, even when you're just sitting on your couch trying to relax.
So let's talk about what's actually happening in your body.
You can say it. I believe in you.
Automatic nervous system has two main branches. So that's the sympathetic nervous system and then the parasympathetic nervous system, so one is the accelerator and the other one is the brake.
Right. So when you're constantly activated, your sympathetic nervous system is running the show. It's like driving with your foot on the gas pedal all day long. Your heart rate stays elevated, your muscles stay tense, and your body is burning through resources trying to keep you safe. So I guess in that town, there's no stop signs.
There's no stop signs.
There's no yield signs.
Yeah, it's just one long looping NASCAR track. Yeah. But the kicker, though, is that your brain can't tell the difference from a real physical threat and a perceived emotional threat. So whether you're running from a bear or you're just worried about an upcoming conversation, your body responds the same way.
Yeah, it might respond strongly, more strongly to a bear, but it is the same system that's responding.
Exactly.
The problem, if you're responding like it's a bear.
Yeah, your internal alarm system is going off.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. But the problem is that this becomes your baseline state. Your nervous system gets stuck. It's like your internal alarm system it's got a faulty wire and it keeps going off even when there's no fire. And you can't just yell, I'm just cooking.
Yes.
Because it's just going to go off.
It's going to go off regardless. Yeah. Well, understanding the neuroscience, this happens because something called a neuroception, your nervous system's subconscious surveillance system. So when you experience trauma or chronic stress, that system can become hypervigilant. It starts interpreting neutral situations as threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, neutral. Like, it's not a problem. Like, time to get the mail.
Yeah, it's just the status. It is the way of being.
No.
It's like, there might be a problem. I don't know. If you're living with this constant activation, I want you to know something important. It's not your fault. It doesn't mean you're broken. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Exactly. Your body learned to stay activated because at some point it needed to. So maybe you grew up in an unpredictable environment. Maybe you experienced trauma. Maybe you've been under chronic stress for so long your system just adapted.
Yeah. And honestly, in our society, we really don't teach anything other than activation.
No, we don't.
Go. Pick those flowers fast. Smell them. Now move on.
That's right.
It's a very, very busy, loud world. But your nervous system stores these patterns because it kept you safe. It was working for some situation. Now, the challenge is that once you're protected, that this is exhausting you.
Yeah.
It's no longer serving you.
That's right. So our community member called this a deep doorway into more safety and ease. And I love that framing because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
When you recognize that your body is constantly activated, you're not opening Pandora's box. You're opening a doorway to peace, to healing, to security, to being able to sit and not have the alarm go off every 5 seconds.
Exactly. Well, so why don't you talk about how we approach this?
Sure. So we approach this in our community through our framework of release, rewire, and restore. So when we work with this belief in EFT, we start by acknowledging the truth. So even though my body feels constantly activated, right here, right now, I'm okay. Or I deeply and completely accept myself.
Right. Whichever one feels true. Yeah. And also you can say, I understand how I could feel this way, but we honor that this is your current reality. And as we tap through the points, we're doing something really powerful neurologically. The tapping itself is sending calming signals to your amygdala, and that's your brain's fear center.
Yeah. And so you might be tapping on statements like, my body learned to stay on high alert, or this tension has been protecting me, or I've been holding this activation for a long time.
Right. Right. And then we introduce what Christina calls the possibility statements. They're not affirmations that feel fake, but they're just gentle invitations.
And if you're curious about this process, join our community where we go in more in depth with the EFT.
Yes, we do.
So and those statements and this is one-on-one work probably.
Yeah, it all depends on the SUD. So definitely jump in there and go through the assessments and see where you land. But it's just the idea that maybe you can see it a different way. Maybe you can release some of the tension. Maybe you can have a new baseline.
That's right.
Or you know what? Maybe it's okay for me to feel safer in my body.
That's why the neuroscience gets really exciting. Your brain has neuroplasticity, the ability to form new neural pathways at any age. Every time you practice moving from activation into regulation, you're literally building new neural connections.
Right. This is why we emphasize the daily release practice. You're not just doing EFT once and expecting everything to change. You're consistently showing your nervous system a different way to be.
Okay, so let's get at some practical approaches. So if you resonate with my body feels constantly activated, here's where I'd encourage you to start.
Now, first, just notice. Start becoming aware of where you hold the tension. Is it in your jaw? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your belly? And don't try to change it. Just bring awareness to it. And I like to name it.
That's right. Naming is so important.
Yeah.
Second, perhaps there's an EFT statement that could work for that belief.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that in our daily release practice. But even just tapping through while acknowledging my body feels constantly activated, it might start to shift things.
Yeah, it will. It will. And it's also you're going to experiment a little.
Yes.
So third, experiment with simple nervous system regulation tools. Now, my favorite is, of course, the extended exhale breath. So breathing in for 4, breathing out for 6 or 8. Do this for 2 minutes and notice what happens in your body.
That's right. And be patient with yourself. If you've been living in constant activation for months or years, it's going to take time for your nervous system to trust that it can stand down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
I think it's very funny when people are like, I've done this the same way for 20 years, and I've spent 2 minutes trying to do it a different way. It didn't immediately work, so it doesn't work. And I had to say, can we give it at least a fraction of the amount of time to try to go a different path?
Neuroplasticity is definitely over time.
That's right.
But I have the benefit of it every time I do tap or do any of the vagal exercises. I can feel that.
Yeah.
And that helps me through my day. That's why we have the daily release.
That's right. Okay, so I want to, again, talk about something. When you spend years in a constant activation state, and I did, I got through college and everything.
Yeah, caregiving,
high stress environments. And your nervous system ends up in overdrive.
Right.
And that's why I think so many people think that staying activated is who they are. They think that being constantly vigilant makes them responsible and successful, but it's just exhausting.
Right. Yeah. Now, this is true, I think, for anybody that's caregiving or just caring a lot. I mean,
living in a very busy world.
Yeah. Maybe you're a mom and you have kids you're getting off to school or elders that you're taking care of.
Yeah.
Your own chronic illness, just working and staying ahead of the bills.
Yeah.
It's really a lot for your body. It really is.
So guys, if the statement, my body feels constantly activated, resonates with you, I want you to hear that there is a path forward.
Right. Your own nervous system can learn a new baseline, and safety is possible.
That doorway our community member mentioned, it's real. Walking through it means that you're choosing healing over survival.
Right.
You're choosing to trust that your body doesn't have to work this hard anymore.
Well, because you actually have to start.
You have to start.
And so we are here with you in this journey. And the LiveSet community is a safe place to explore this activation and practice regulation together.
So this week, I invite you to tap on this belief. Use our daily release practice sequence or just Yeah. Or just tap on your own while repeating, my body feels constantly activated. And then with the reminder, right here, right now, I'm okay.
Right. And take notes, because a lot of times things will shift and it's like, well, now I don't feel activated. Now I just feel tired or I feel stressed. So, as things change, keep writing down your new statements.
That's right.
And share in the community and what resonates for you about this. Where do you feel the activation in your body? Do you feel your body? Sometimes we don't. We're just so activated that it's hard to even feel your body. And what helps you find even moments of ease?
Remember, you don't have to do this alone. We are rewiring together.
Yes, we are. Well, thanks for being with us here today, and take what serves you, leave what doesn't, and know we're rooting for you.
Bye, everyone.